Welcome back. Today we're going to be testing out some new makeup, some old favorites, some current favorites, a little bit of everything. So I didn't have enough makeup to do a full face of new makeup, so I decided to kind of just do a little mishmash of everything. So I have some ColourPop, I have some drugstore, I have a new drugstore, I have a new drugstore sponge that I'm really excited about, some new lashes. I even have 2 new high-end products that I got from Tjmaxx that I recently showed in a shop with me. So a little bit of everything. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Definitely grab a snack. We're going to be here for a while. I can feel it. So just a little disclaimer, grab a glass of wine, get cozy, and let's get into it and play with some new makeup and old favorites. You get it. So I'm gonna actually start off with my lips first. I wanna shout out a new lip oil that I have been so obsessed with. So this is from e.l.f. It's the CBD lip oil. This is such a great product, you guys. It leaves your lips so soft. Perfect right before you're about to do your makeup, even before bed. It kind of has like a peppermint feel to the lips. It's so hydrating. And it's just that, it's a lip oil, but it's not like gloppy on the lips. It's not sticky. It's actually super smooth and it just feels amazing. Now that it's getting a little bit colder out, I feel like this is perfect, like such a perfect product. And then I really want to use this because I don't know if you guys can tell, but I am tired today. I was like in and out of sleep all night. I am exhausted. I worked out this morning, took Renata on a walk, and I'm tired. I'm feeling like the hours that I didn't get of sleep, but the show must go on. So I want to use this First Aid Beauty Detox Eye Roller that I found actually at Tjmaxx. So again, I showed this in a shop with me and I was really surprised to see First Aid Beauty at Tjmaxx. So this was $6.99, as you can see. It says it's supposed to help with under eye puffiness, dark circles, fine lines. Like obviously it's probably not going to help instantly. You have to use things like this over time to really see the results, but I'm going to use it today because I feel like my under eyes need a little boost. So I'm going to just twist it up. It comes in like, oh, it's like a little roller. Like it looks like an old kind of lip gloss, like the ones that we used to use back in the day. Oh, this feels good. It's so cooling. I feel like this is just like what I needed. And I have bedhead going on today. I literally just put my hair back in like this ponytail. Washed it last night, slept on it, and this is what we have going on. Ooh, it feels really good. Like this little ball applicator, it feels so cooling. Apparently it has an antioxidant booster and it's safe for sensitive skin. So I just felt like today was like the perfect time to use that because my under eyes really need a boost today. For the eyes today, I'm going to use the ColourPop Sandstone palette. This looked really pretty, just like a cute everyday fall palette. You guys know ColourPop has so much new makeup out. It's actually like crazy. I can never keep up. This to me is new. It's probably irrelevant at this point because I think it's been out for like a week, which in ColourPop world, that's a long time. But it looked really nice. I like the tones in here. It just looked really pretty. So I already primed my lids and everything. So I'm going to just get started with the color Vortex in the palette and I'm going to just pop that in the crease. I think today I want to do an all matte look. I kind of wish this palette had a mirror. That's like the only thing, but I mean, it's fine. It's not really a big deal. So I'm just gonna buff that color right in there. I normally really love ColourPop eyeshadows. I've never really had an issue with their colors or their palettes. Even though they do have so much stuff, I will say I do love the variety. I feel like if you are a beginner or a makeup artist, like you really have a lot to choose from with ColourPop, which I think is really great. I'm gonna take this color right here called Grounded and I'm just gonna apply that on my crease. Kind of bringing it towards the lid a little bit. There is some fallout, as you can see. I always get fallout. I don't know how people can do their eyeshadow. I mean, maybe because they're not as heavy-handed as me, but I don't know how people can do it with no kickback or fallout. Like for me, it's like nearly impossible. It always happens, even when I tap off the excess. And I mean, I'm not dipping super hard in here. There is some kickback with this palette in particular. Nothing crazy, but it's definitely there. I feel like that happens a lot when the shadows are just really like buttery and smooth. So again, it doesn't really bother me, but I always like to mention it because I know some people are super picky with that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna take this color right here on the end. It's sort of like a deep purpley brown color. And I'm just gonna run that also on the outer portion. Deepen this up a little bit. I think I just wanna do something really simple today, like all matte. Using some browns, and I want to do some brown winged liner with like a little pop of glitter, I think. Then I'm going to take this color right here. I think it's called Big Butt, but it's B-U-T-T-E. It's so cute. I'm going to take that reddish color and I'm just going to apply that with a different blending brush kind of right in the crease, just to blend out the edges of this a little bit and just add a little bit more warmth in there. I really like this palette. I think this is cute. It's like a really like subtle fall palette. A lot of fall palettes have a lot going on. I feel like they're oranges and they're purples and pinks, but this is very subtle, very soft. I think what I'm gonna do on the lid, I'm gonna take this shade right here called Open Road. It's like a sequin color. So it looks matte, but then when you look at it up close, it has some like glitter to it, but it's a really pretty like muted shade. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put that in the inner part of my lid. I love adding a color like this when I have like these browns going on. I just feel like it's so pretty. It really opens everything up, still keeping the whole like kind of matte vibe going on. So pretty for fall. And then of course, blending out the edges. I'm gonna really pack it on because I want that to stand out. That's pretty because again, it's like a sequin color, so it's matte, but it has a little bit of like glitter to it. It's really, really pretty. Imagine if I didn't blend. Like, blending is key. Just a little bit, that's all it takes. And you see it just makes the biggest difference with the colors. I like this. This is cute. Just really simple, really basic, but it's cute. I have the Kat Von D Tattoo Waterproof Liquid Liner. So I really like the black version of this, but this one is in Mad Max Brown, which is obviously the brown version. So I'm gonna try this out because I feel like with this look, it'll be perfect. So this liner is really good. Like the tip is really nice. It's kind of like a marker felt tip. So it's great for precision wings. I always expect browns to be a little bit less dark and like more chocolate, and they always, I feel like, turn out to be like more like faded blacks. It's a good formula. I just wish the color was a little bit more chocolate. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna do a little glitter liner pretty much just like right over top of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Liquid Glitter Shadow. This one is in Copper Pop. I don't remember if I've tried this color before. I've tried these, but I don't remember about this color. It's just like a really pretty copper shade. I feel like it matches well with the look and my sweater, which is cute. Sweater is from Tjmaxx, by the way, like duh. So I'm just gonna use an angled eyeliner brush and I'm gonna just dip directly into the applicator. And then I'm gonna go over right over top of the brown / black liner. It honestly looks more like a faded black, but it's fine. Cute. I like it. So cute. And these are, like I said, so glittery and they have a bunch of colors. So if you have not tried the e.l.f. Liquid Glitter Shadows, they are definitely a dupe for the Stila ones. So check them out. They're like, I think $4, maybe $5. So for mascara, I have this one from UOMA Beauty. It's their Drama Bomb Extreme Volume Nourishing Mascara. I really have been loving their lipsticks. They're so good. So I'm gonna use this today. The wand looks really good. They just sent this to me in PR and I was like, ooh, this smells like perfume. Looks like it's a good like separating mascara. I'm gonna really be able to test it out on the lower lashes. I really like the smell of it. For lashes today, I have these Kiss Max Out limited edition lashes in the style Glam. I feel like they are, again, perfect with this look. I have really been loving the Max Out limited edition collection from them. I love the lashes in the style Love. They're really pretty. So let's put some lash glue on these and then we're gonna move into the skin so we can keep the look going because I take forever. I feel like the eyes is usually the longest part for me. Like even when I'm editing, the eye makeup is usually like 15 minutes long and I'm like, nobody wants to sit here and watch you do your eyeshadow for 15 minutes, Jasmine, like move on. So I have this Pixi Glow Mist. So I used to be obsessed with the Pixi Fixing Mist. It was like a pink one. I haven't used that in so long. It's always sold out at my Target. But I got this and I was like, this looks pretty good and I haven't used one of these in forever. So this is what it looks like. It says you could use it before and after makeup, so that is what I'm gonna do. Normally the sprays on these aren't the best, but this one looks really good. So let's spray the face. It's like a light, like citrus scent. What I really like about Pixi sprays is that they do give your skin some glow, which I personally really love, especially when it gets colder out. I like my skin to have more of a dew versus being all matte. And then for primer, I found this at Tjmaxx, you guys, and I was like shocked because I love Smashbox primers, but I've never tried this one. So this one, how much was this? $17.99. Again, I showed it in my shop with me at Tjmaxx, and this is the Super Light Primer. So it's supposed to smooth and blur. So I'm like, okay, sold. Feels good. It feels like a moisturizer. It says it blurs flaws, creates a soft focus finish, water-based and oil-free. Feels a little bit smoothing, nothing crazy, nothing like life-changing right now, but I mean, maybe with the foundation and stuff, we'll see how it looks. So I don't have a new foundation, but I have been loving the Rare Beauty foundation. I just did an everyday makeup routine and this was featured in it. It's just so pretty, it lasts all day and it's super lightweight. So I'm gonna shake it up, which is key. I have a new sponge here, the Kokie Cover and Conceal Beauty Sponge. So I did get it damp already under the sink and it feels really, really bouncy. Like, love that. And then it's kind of like a teardrop shape like the traditional beauty blender. It's very soft. I feel like it always looks a little scary when I first put on the foundation, like very yellowy, but then like once everything's all done, like it looks so much better. I think I like this foundation with a brush more versus this sponge in particular. I'll see how it looks with concealer. I feel like it absorbed a little bit of the product. Okay, let's put on the lashes before I forget. Pretty, I like the lashes. They're probably not my favorite style from this collection. I like this style Love a little bit more. They're a little bit more like flared out and wispy, but they are really pretty. I feel like the foundation looks a little bit more on the matte side today, and I think it's because of this primer, and it looks a little bit more matte on my skin than what I like. But we're gonna use the sponge again with some concealer. So I haven't used this in so long. So it's the BH Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer. This used to be one of my favorite concealers. It is super full coverage, and I'm gonna mix two shades because that's what I used to do, 106 and 113. So mine looks really gross because again, I use it, well, used to use it all the time. So this is 113. It looks a little bit too dark. So I'm gonna mix 106. Oh, I forgot how good this concealer is. It's really full coverage, which I need today. That's why I specifically chose it, because I need some good coverage for these dark circles. Yeah, if you were looking for a full coverage, this is it. And I like it too with the foundation because the foundation is not full coverage. It's really, really natural on the skin. So I feel like adding a full coverage concealer kind of just makes everything work together nicely and it balances it out really well. So I like the combo of it a lot, actually. I'm gonna use the Fenty cream bronzer. I honestly haven't used this in a while. I've been using the Milk Makeup one like nonstop, or the e.l.f. cream contour palette. So I'm gonna use this today. Mine's in the shade 03 Macchiato, which I love. To set the makeup, I'm just gonna use my COLLAB Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder, one of my favorites, and this one's in the shade Porcelain Ivory. I honestly don't use a lot of different translucent powders. I'm either using e.l.f., COLLAB, Haley's, or I was using my Laura Mercier translucent powder at one point a lot also. So I don't really switch these up a lot very often because I have like already like my cult favorites. So I'm gonna use my BH and NARS No. 4 brush. Note to self, remove all the powder from your hair that you're about to have, if you don't have it already. So for the face, I got this new Pixi palette in PR. It's the Nuance Corette Honey Nectar palette. So I'm on the fence with Pixi because I've talked about it before, but I feel like their products are really expensive. I don't know how much this is, but I feel like it's more than $10 for sure. Their stuff tends to be really expensive at the drugstore. Like you can get it at Target, but I feel like a lot of their stuff usually is like $15 and up. But I was most intrigued by this palette. I already dug my nail or something in here already, but because of this golden highlighter, I'm honestly not too crazy about these two colors, like just kind of judging them myself, but I'm gonna use them today anyway. I'm gonna use this bronzer to set my cream bronzer. I don't really like that blush, to be honest. Like that's just not my vibe. So I might use a different blush, but I'll use the bronzer and the highlight. It's really light, like it's not gonna give you anything like crazy, like no crazy amount of color. Let's add a different bronzer. I don't really like this, to be honest. I'm gonna use my Tarte Park Ave Princess bronzer. I don't have a new blush, so I'm just gonna use this one from Pixi just because, you know, for the sake of the video, to test it out. To use up everything from the palette, why not? It's just a little bit too like bright pink for me. I normally like it a little more toned down. That's pretty. It just gives you actually a light wash. I do love blush though, so. Okay, I actually like the blush more than I thought I was gonna like it. Don't love the bronzer. Surprisingly, I think I like the blush more than the bronzer. Okay, let's try the highlighter now. This looks really pretty, this like golden kind of glow. I feel like this goes really well with what we have going on. Looks pretty. I like a subtle glow. Oh, that's actually pretty. Okay, so the blush and the highlighter is a winner in this palette. Now, is this something like I would go out and like repurchase or like recommend to you guys just for 2 colors? Probably not. I feel like you could get something better for a better price at the drugstore. I thought I had a bunch of stuff in my hair, but it's my viewfinder that has powder everywhere. Oh no, never mind. I do have stuff in my hair too. Okay, never mind. Let's do the lips and then we will finish off the eyes. I got these new ColourPop lippy sticks from that Sandstorm collection, so I think I want to use one of them today. These are pretty bold colors, but like it's fall, so why not? Should we do a red? I kind of want to do a red. This is like a deep red. Oh god, there's powder everywhere. I don't know if will this match the eye look? I think actually it will. Let me do a red lip liner. I forget if I just bought this or not, but I have the Milani Color Statement lip liner. This one's in the shade True Red. I'm gonna line my lips with this first. And then I'm gonna use Prairie Home lippy stick, and this is a matte. This is definitely darker than the lip liner that I used, but I think we can make this work. This is what it looks like. Oh yeah, this is completely different. This is more of a deeper red, whereas the lip liner is like bright. It almost has like a pink undertone, which I don't like. The lip liner, not this. It's so hard to find like a true red lip liner these days. I always like to line my lips though because I'm not good at applying bright lip colors. This is really pretty. I like how they're matte, but they're actually like really comfortable on the lips.
Look at me with bold lips.
So I'm gonna take the shade Big Butt, and I'm also gonna take probably a little bit of this chocolate brown here called Grounded, just on the lower lashes, keeping it really simple. And then I'm gonna use the cream gel liner from ColourPop, and this one's in Red Rock. I feel like this matches really well with what we have going on here. Ooh. These are the best, you guys. They're my favorite liners. And I always love all the new colors that they come out with. They're so pretty. And then we can put the UOMA Beauty mascara to the test once again. I just love the smell of it, you guys. It kind of smells like my Tia. Like a Tia at the holiday parties, and I think that's why I like it so much. It's very comforting. I really love it. I feel like this is a good lengthening. I know it says volumizing, but I feel like it's lengthening and like separating more than anything, which I mean, I'm not mad about it. I don't have amazing lashes, but my lower lashes, I would say they're not bad. They're, you know, pretty long, and I feel like this is doing a really good job at showing like the separation and stuff on them. So this is kind of like giving me fall/holiday glam vibes, and like I'm honestly here for it. I'm gonna just set my makeup. I feel like I need some glow. That Smashbox primer definitely mattified my skin more than what I thought it was going to, so I need a lot of this Pixie Glow Mist. I like the smell of that. That actually feels good. This, I definitely, if I had to choose one Pixie product, it would be this over the palette. Whew, that feels good. All right, you guys, so I would say this was actually a pretty successful kind of like first impressions makeup tutorial. I know I had a couple things in here that weren't brand new, but a lot of the new things that I did try I really liked. So for starters, I do love this eyeshadow palette. I think this is really cute if you're into soft fall glam. I definitely want to dive into more of the colors in here, like the shimmers and stuff. This overall looks like a really cute palette. Also love ColourPop lippy sticks. They're so good if you've never tried them. And this color in particular I feel like is the perfect deep fall red. I really like it, and if you've never tried, again, their lippy sticks, they're great, they're comfortable, they're long wearing, and they have a bunch of colors, so you literally cannot go wrong. I also really do like the cream gel liner in the color Red Rock. Adds that little extra pop to the waterline and tied everything together. So these I love. Again, another favorite product of mine. And then in the collection they do have a brown and a green liner, so they always have a ton of different colors in their collections and in general, which I love because this is a great formula and it just adds a little extra something to your look. To be honest, the only two things that I have in here that I wasn't crazy about is probably this Pixie palette. Like, it's not bad, but it's not like life-changing to the point where I'm like dying over it. Like, it's not a bad palette. I don't like this bronzer. Surprisingly, I like the blush. The highlighter is cute, but it's not something that I would necessarily recommend or say that you absolutely need to have in your life. If you're looking for good palettes like this with like a mix of like bronzers, blush, highlighters, I would go with Profusion or BH Cosmetics. I also wasn't the biggest fan of this super light smoothing blur primer just because it made my skin a little bit more matte than what I wanted. It was nice and soft. I just feel like my skin at the moment, it's a little too dry for this. Not a bad primer, it's just not great for my skin at the moment. And then this tattoo liner from Kat Von D, I thought it was gonna be a little bit more like chocolate brown versus like, I feel like this looks kind of black, to be honest. So great formula, just not the color I expected. Everything else I love. Like I said, I've been loving the Rare Beauty foundation. The BH concealer, I forgot how good this is. This is so full coverage. It's amazing, especially with a more lighter coverage foundation. Tarte Park Ave Princess Bronzer saved the day. This is such a great everyday bronzer. I love how big it is. You could use it on your chest and everything as well. So this I love if you're my skin tone, a little bit lighter, a little bit tanner. I think this would be really beautiful on your skin. The COLLAB powder is a classic for me, and I really like the little boost that the Pixi Glow Mist gave to my skin. I thought this was really nice, and the spray on this is actually very nice as well. So this I love. I love this liquid glitter shadow from e.l.f. This color in particular in Copper Pop is perfect for fall. Like, literally obsessed with this glitter liner. Love the CBD lip oil. Love this mascara, honestly. Like, this is really good. I feel like it says volume. I feel like it's good for lengthening and separating. I love the way it smells. I love the wand, and it was a really nice formula. It just smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I'm not crazy about this Kokie sponge. It's not bad, but it's not a favorite. And then same with the lashes. Like, they're pretty, but they're not my favorite style on my eyes in particular. But overall though, I really love this look. I feel like I'm like ready for like the holidays with this look, and I love the majority of the products that I did use today. So a couple new things, couple current favorites, and a couple old favorites, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for being here, and if you guys have any other new products you want me to test out, leave them down below in the comments. Thank you guys for everything. I love you all, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!